So let's not celebrate too early. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions. I do apologize for the late upload, but I want to make sure that you are all aware of what's currently going on. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. We absolutely killed it on the NASDAQ market. Ended up pushing up during the later hours. As you can see, we ended up breaking above that slight resistance right around 289 and then began making these higher highs and higher lows into the close. And even after market hours, we gapped up another 0.43%. If you look at TQQQ, this thing gapped up a total of 2.4% during normal trading hours and 1.2% after market hours. Now, why am I saying let's not celebrate too soon? Let's go back to the NASDAQ. You guys know that I'm trying to go bullish long term, right? So I love buying the dip when markets are oversold, and I'm trying to make money when the market recovers. With that being said, let's not forget the fact that the Federal Reserve is going to announce their interest rate hike in their Federal Reserve FOMC minutes meeting on Wednesday. This is in just 2 days, right? So on the 21st of September at 2 p.m. Eastern time, there's going to be this report, and I'm going to live stream it on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. But with that being said, although I want the market to recover, we need to respect what's going on. The NASDAQ market is still bearish. One green day does not define a market recovery. We're still trading below the EMA line. We're still trading below the moving average. Overall market sentiment is still bearish. What needs to be said or reported for the market to go up? Well, right now, again, what's being factored into the market is a 3/4 of a basis point interest rate hike. Now, at that point, it's already been factored in, so most likely, at least if the market does sell off, it won't be that aggressive. When it comes down to a full basis point, if the Federal Reserve were to announce that as an interest rate hike, get ready, right? Because the market could aggressively sell off. And I think that's what's very important to know, that today or even tomorrow, the markets can trade however it is that they want. Markets are most likely going to be choppy. It's on Wednesday that actually matters because of what's being reported. So have fun with your day trades. If you see an opportunity, again, you shouldn't be afraid to take advantage of it. But if I was under the PDT rule, I would be very selective right now. I would definitely be encouraged to wait for Wednesday. And let me just share one reason with you. If the interest rate hike does come in hotter than expected, a full basis point, let's say, what's to say, last week we sold off 16.4% or 5% for the overall NASDAQ market. I think that that's going to be a very minute drop in comparison to what can happen if we experience a more aggressive interest rate hike. I think that we can drop 17 to 20% on the triple leverage ETFs or 5 or 6% on the actual NASDAQ market if the Federal Reserve comes in that much more aggressive. And it's not out of the question for them to present something more aggressive than what they've done the previous 2 to 3 times. This is why I like to remind you, just like I do with my Learn Plan Profit group, that it's okay to celebrate these small wins, but understand them as what they are. They are small wins. It's Wednesday when we have the actual war. And it's those that prepare that are going to thank themselves for preparing in advance. You don't prepare for the market to pull back or to crash the day of or during. That just doesn't make sense. You do it in advance when you're not emotional, when you can think clearly about, okay, well, if we do break below this, do I feel comfortable with my position size? Or if we do break above this, then, how much do I want to have invested in that position? It's not that this should instill fear in you, but it should at least encourage you to take time and think about worst case scenario before you try to put all your eggs in one basket, the market tanks, and then you're just a sitting duck in an ocean full of sharks. Again, it's so important to make sure that you prepare in advance. I'm very happy that today played out well. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm almost at 200,000 followers. It's the third link down below. Make sure you guys follow me. I closed the day a little bit over $20,000 in the green. Trade with a larger dollar amount, so please make sure you take that into consideration. But today was a successful day. From overall lows in the pre-market session to overall highs, we moved over 2.2% on QQQ. But on TQQQ, if you go from overall lows to overall highs, including pre-market and aftermarket, that's over 7%. Although we only moved 2.4 and 1.2, again, it's the intraday fluctuation and volatility where a lot of money can be made. But again, I just wanted to come in here, remind you how important it is to prepare in advance for what's to come on Wednesday. I do not want to hear any excuses of, I didn't know, I didn't have time. Now is the time. Now is the time to prepare. If you're scared of worst case scenario, reduce your position size. If your position size right now is enough where you can tolerate it even as worst case scenario, then you're in good hands. My only focus for my next couple of videos is to make sure that we reach the people that never prepare in advance. Do something different. This is the part that baffles me, is everyone gets started in the stock market and makes the same mistake, but very few actually implement change. And it's not that you have to be perfect, but it's that you have to implement progress. And over a period of time, you will get better. And that's the whole point. What are you doing better today that will benefit your future self? And I guess I'll just leave it at that. Tomorrow, we do have two different reports that are being reported. This is going to be the housing starts and also the building permit reports that, again, is all set to be released 1 hour before the market opens. If you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, then make sure you click the second link down below. And if you have any questions about what we talked about today, make sure you message me via Discord. And that's that first link in the description. I hope that it earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I will be live streaming the Federal Reserve FOMC minutes meeting. And again, the only way that you cannot miss it is to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.